You're watching Tamaqua's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Degnan. West Hazelton Police, along with Hazelton Police and the Luzerne County Drug Task Force today, shut down a large-scale fentanyl distribution organization this morning. Officers went to 73 South Woodward Court in Hazelton, where 27-year-old Hassan Harrell and 25-year-old Shaquante Marshall were taken into custody. Along with Vanessa Zapotsky, she was taken into custody for an outstanding warrant. Iquan Murray and William Green remain at large as wanted individuals. For the last few months, the investigation revealed that Harrell would facilitate the distribution of fentanyl, while Murray and Marshall would distribute the fentanyl. Police also say that Green also conspired with all to assist in the delivery of the fentanyl from the residents. Throughout the investigation, on numerous occasions, confidential informants would speak to Harrell, who would then in turn either distribute the fentanyl or arrange for Marshall or Murray to make the distribution. Several hundred bags of heroin were seized through the investigation. Again, Harrell, Marshall, and Zapotsky are in prison. William Green and Iquan Murray are still on the loose, and anyone with information on their whereabouts are being asked to call 911. A school bus and car tangled near Windy Hill Road near Drifton this afternoon. The bus apparently rear-ended the car on Route 940. The bus driver was taken away by ambulance for minor injuries. One student was on the bus but was unharmed. The driver of the vehicle that was hit was also uninjured. An officer is now recovering after being attacked during a chase in Carbon County. Police say Herman Thomas ran off when they tried to arrest him for a possible carjacking on West Birch Street Friday in Lansford. Thomas is accused of attacking the officer who caught up with him. That officer is expected to be okay. Thomas is locked up on assault charges. A man claiming to be the true Jesus Christ is now behind bars after police say he attempted to steal a car Monday morning in Luzerne Borough. The incident happened shortly after 8 a.m. on Miller Street. The victim telling police that he was warming up his car in the driveway. He went outside and found 25-year-old Shane Hernandez behind the wheel. Hernandez drove the car a short distance, got out of the vehicle. That's when police arrived. They had to use a stun gun after Hernandez resisted arrest. He was charged with unlawful taking, criminal trespass, and resisting arrest. He was arraigned and taken to Luzerne County Prison for lack of $25,000 bail. A Packer Township man facing more charges after a third home health care worker has come forward accusing him of unwanted sexual advances. State police at Hazelton filed a second case against 66-year-old William Wilkerson. Two women previously told police that Wilkerson made advances while they were working in his home from January 2017 through January 2018. A third woman who worked at his home through Beata Home Health Care said that he began to make lewd comments, which eventually turned into unwanted touching while she worked in the home from June to July of 2017. Wilkerson was charged with aggravated indecent assault in the latest case and released on $50,000 unsecured bail. Pennsylvania's highest court has ruled that the names of 11 Roman Catholic clergy cited in a landmark grand jury report on sex abuse of children should not be made public. The state Supreme Court said Monday that releasing that information would have violated the clergyman's state constitutional right to have their reputation protected. The plaintiffs had argued, among other things, that they hadn't been provided an adequate opportunity to respond to the grand jury about those allegations. The Hazleton Area School Board held their reorganizational meeting last night, and positions were retained. Robert Fume is again school board president, and Linda DeCosmo again vice president. Superintendent Brian Uplinger said that it's a good thing and that the district likes consistency.
The district is always good. You know, the kids thrive off of consistency. Our teachers and our staff members are better served when there's consistency. And now it's, you know, back to business as usual and try to move the district forward.
District Solicitor Christopher Slusser retained his position. Jacqueline Scarcella was appointed Legislative Chairperson, PSBA, and Edward Szymanski was appointed Intermediate Unit Representative. The Berwick Area School Board officials say the 12th Man Club didn't always do things by the book. That's according to an audit of the Football Booster Club. A vote was taken last night at their meeting to see if the club would return. The board disbanded their 12th Man Booster Club, supporting Berwick football last month.
You're going over an audit for a club you disbanded.
The reason that I was disbanded, it's on the recommendation of the football coach.
After the school board voted not to reinstate the 12th Man Booster Club, supporters of the club say the school board made a terrible decision.
Instead of combating the issues plaguing our schools.
Some of the audience called for the entire school board to resign, saying they filed a petition asking the state to step in. Students in a Luzerne County school returned to their regular classrooms Monday following renovations after a fire had damaged portions of the building back in the beginning of the school year. Northwest Middle and High School was repaired after the fire damaged nearly 18 7th and 8th grade classrooms. That fire is still under investigation. Done most of the damage in the second floor hallway. The auditorium and library were also affected. Up until Monday, students attended classrooms that were set up in the gymnasium. Northwest Principal Ryan Miner said that other things need to be replaced before the school is back to normal, but he's happy that the portion of the school has reopened. Coming up on WYLN News, more area road work coming in the future and getting closer to a Luzerne County budget vote. Before we go to break, a quick check on our forecast. Clear and cold overnight with a low of 19, then clouds and dry, and then some sunshine. Stay with us.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
In preparation for the Christmas season, Antonia's Jewelry and Repair is filled with special collections for this season of joy. We offer a variety of watches, including Bulova. Fine diamond jewelry in yellow, white, and rose gold. Engagement rings that can be custom designed so it is one of a kind. Diamond anniversary bands, rings, pendants, earrings, and more. Full service jewelry and watch repairs. Stop in to see Tony, formerly from Howard's Jewelers. Let her help you pick the perfect gift. Antonia's Jewelry and Repair, 289 Airport Road in Hazel Township.
Get ready. Even more road work coming to an interstate near you. PennDOT plans to rebuild more than a dozen bridges over the next few years. 5 bridges on Interstate 80 between the Mifflinville exit and the 81 junction will be replaced, along with 10 other bridges on Interstate 81 between the West Hazelton and Highland Park Boulevard exit in Wilkes-Barre Township. Now, PennDOT has not said exactly which bridges are being replaced. That work expected to start in 2021 and end by 2023. At Luzerne County Council's meeting tonight, suggested amendments to the 2019 budget could mean a reduction of $1 million and reducing the proposed 3% real estate tax hike. Some of those suggestions include reducing allocations in the special legal services in the law division. Tonight's meeting gets underway at 6 at the Luzerne County Courthouse, and a vote on the budget is set for December 11th, which is 1 week from tonight. Another medical marijuana dispensary has opened in Luzerne County, Columbia Care LLC, opening on Kidder Street. The New York-based company opened a similar facility in Lackawanna County back in April. It joins the first such facility in Luzerne County, Justice Grown. That opened in Edwardsville back in March. Farmers in as many as 14 Pennsylvania counties are eligible for flood relief after a year of devastating floods and storms. Governor Tom Wolf announcing that farmland owners in our area that include Luzerne, Columbia, Schuylkill counties are eligible to receive disaster relief funding from the U.S. Department of Agriculture related to the past spring floods. Eligible farmers can apply for loans for up to 8 months and should contact their local Federal Farm Services Agency office for assistance. The deadline for older adults and residents with disabilities to apply for rebates on rent and property taxes paid in 2017 is approaching. That's according to State Representative Tara Toohill. The deadline is Monday, December 31st. At last count, more than 425,000 Pennsylvanians had applied to the property tax and rent rebate program through the Department of Revenue. The income limit, $35,000 a year for homeowners and $15,000 annually for renters, and half of Social Security income is excluded. The maximum standard rebate, $650. Eligibility information and forms are available at Representative Toohill's website or by calling her office located in Hazelton. Governor Tom Wolf announcing today that more than $5 million in funding will be going toward helping homeless families. The money comes from the Emergency Solutions Grant Program. The funding falls into 4 categories: homelessness prevention, rapid rehousing, street outreach, and emergency shelter. Over $5 million in ESG funding was approved for over 20 counties throughout the state. The government says that combating homelessness and preventing someone from becoming homeless in the first place is a priority of his administration. Coming up on Coaldale's News Choice, it's Trooper Talk Tuesday in Community and You. And as we head out to break, let's take a look at those midday winning lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
For the first time ever, we are close to hitting all manufacturer objectives and our corporate quota. We will hit this quota. If you've thought about or thinking about purchasing a newer pre-owned vehicle, there will never, ever be a better time than right now. Pick a price, pick a payment, and we'll make your deal. And don't forget to register for our $25,000 Crack the Safe giveaway. Someone could go home with 25 grand. Blaze Alexander, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, taking the deals the other guys won't. Come on out and see us. Have a great holiday season.
Hi, I had a very minor fender bender tonight in an unreasonably narrow fast food drive-thru lane. Don't worry, I have everything handled. I already spoke to our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness, which is so smart on your guys' part. Like the fact that they'll
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown in the Hometown Village Square.
You don't need to wait until Black Friday to get the best deals on a new car. At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, our deals start now. During the Black Friday sales event, lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $229 a month. Or buy a new 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude 4x4, starting at dealer invoice plus $4,500 off. And get 0% financing on select models. You don't need to wait until Black Friday for the best deals at All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Welcome to Community and You here on Wyln. It's Tuesday, which means it's Trooper Talk Tuesday, and Trooper Anthony Pachowski from Pennsylvania State Police is here with me today. And we're talking about something that none of us want to happen, but once in a while it happens. Your vehicle breaks down while you're traveling, and it just causes a big headache for you and maybe other motorists around you. So some big important things when you're traveling. Car makes some funny noises, maybe you blow a tire. What, some of the first things you should do as a driver of that vehicle?
So the most important thing is to obviously clear the roadway. Get off the road as soon as you can, completely off the road. That white line on the right-hand side is the fog line. We want you to completely clear that and get off the road. Typically go to the right-hand side. That's where the berm usually is. There's really not a lot of room on the left-hand side of the road when you're traveling. So go off to the right-hand side, put your four-ways on. Make sure you have enough room, because if a flat tire needs to get changed, you want to make sure whoever's coming out to change it has enough room to actually work on your vehicle. So that's a big one. And you could call in a tow truck. You could call in to 911, ask for our assistance. We just need to know the location, so know where you're at. There's mile markers all over Interstate 81 and Interstate 80. Give us your location. We could send a trooper out there. We could call for a tow truck if they need a tow, and we can get somebody out there to help them out.
And I know a lot of people, and we've seen this more times than not, you're driving down the road, somebody's off the side of the road, the four-way's on, you're trying to work, traffic's buzzing around them. Just important that they do clear that travel lane, because that, again, we go into slowing down the rest of the traffic, causing more of a problem, another accident maybe. What people need to remember when they are traveling out there and they do have a breakdown is they need the best way to keep them safe and everybody else safe who's traveling around there. So you can't just leave it in the middle of the road.
Correct.
And you need to make sure that you can clear. If you can get off the interstate, even better.
Absolutely,
if not, you just have to get over.
Sure, and we understand things happen to the vehicles where they can't go anymore.
Right.
But the best thing to do is get off the road as much as you can. If we arrive on there and the vehicle's still somewhat in the road, we can definitely help get it off the road for everybody's safety. And then obviously we could sit behind with our lights on to ensure visibility until the tow truck comes. We get the vehicle out of there, or they change the tire, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, get off the road. That's the safest thing for everybody, for traveling motorists, for the people in that vehicle, and then we can help them out any way they need.
What advice do you guys have for anybody who's out traveling who starts to notice something and they're like, oh, you know what, I'm only a couple miles away, I'll be able to get there, and especially if they're in that left lane, where there may be a lot of traffic and they're in that left lane and they're like, oh boy, what am I supposed to do now?
Right. Well, a good idea would be, stay in the right lane. The left lane is for passing anyway, so if they're in the left lane, they should only be passing and then moving back over to the right lane. Stay in the right lane, keep it right around the speed limit. If you're on an interstate where it's 65, if you drop below 55 miles an hour, you're required to have your hazard lights on to let vehicles approaching you know that you're going a little bit slower. Just keep an eye on it. You know, if you feel you can make it to the next exit, great. If you can't, don't push it. Pull over. You know, we could get a tow truck out there or somebody, take a look at it, and go from there.
All right, so just be careful if you're driving and you have breakdown. Best thing is get off to the right side of the road, call for assistance, and hopefully get you back out and traveling where you need to go. Thanks for joining us here on Community and You. It's Trooper Talk Tuesday. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Tickets are now on sale for the annual Sounds of the Season concert at the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center in Hazleton. Ring in the holidays with performances by the Hazleton Philharmonic Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, Fabergé Follies, Hazleton Philharmonic Big Band Sound. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. Sounds of the Season is brought to you by these businesses.
Four local elementary schools will help raise funds for a charitable foundation in the Hazleton area. 2nd through 4th grade students at Freeland, West Hazleton, Valley, and Hazleton elementary schools, all participating in a program called Coins for a Cause that will help Palermo Heart to Heart. The students will have coin containers in their classrooms for a 2-week period, and the classroom that collects the most money in each school will be treated to a donut party sponsored by Palermo Heart to Heart. The foundation is dedicated to helping others, particularly children. Since 2010, the foundation has been the regional sponsor for an Arts in Medicine program at Pennsylvania Children's Hospitals. The MPB Community Players will be traveling to local churches to present their 7th annual holiday pageant. Our Christmas Gift will feature an ensemble of artists performing music of the season. First stop on the tour, St. John Bosco, Saturday, December 8th at 7 p.m. 2 shows taking place the following day. The first at St. Joe's on Laurel Street at 2 p.m., then at Most Precious Blood at 7 p.m. The players will perform the pageant on Sunday, December 16th at the Annunciation Parish. That will get underway at 2 p.m. The production is free, but Goodwill donations will be collected. Proceeds will benefit the venues. If you'd like more information, you can call 570-459-5076. Almost that time. Hazleton Mayor Jeff Cassatt inviting everyone to the annual tree lighting that's taking place at City Hall tonight. It's taking place out in front of City Hall. The tree lighting getting underway in just a few minutes. And I think we heard sleigh bells. Rumor has it that Santa will be there to see all the children. The mayor also says there will be entertainment. So again, you still have time to get there. The Hazleton City Christmas tree lighting taking place tonight, 6 o'clock, outside City Hall. And there's another one. The annual Christmas tree lighting scheduled for Thursday, December 6th at the Luzerne County Courthouse. The public is welcome to attend that holiday tree lighting ceremony that will be inside the courthouse rotunda at 6 p.m. Each year, the tree is lit and accompanied by musical selections performed by area artists. This year's lineup includes Holy Redeemer High School's Handbell Choir, an a cappella group from Misericordia University, and some singers from the Wyoming Valley West Middle School. The event is free to all who attend, and light refreshments will also be served. That's the news. Remember, you can always get news updates on our WYLN News Facebook page. Now stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN TV.
You don't need to wait until Black Friday to get the best deals on a new car. At All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, our deals start now. During the Black Friday sales event, lease a new Jeep Compass Latitude 4x4 for just $229 a month. Or buy a new 2019 Jeep Cherokee Latitude 4x4, starting at dealer invoice plus $4,500 off. And get 0% financing on select models. You don't need to wait until Black Friday for the best deals at All American Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Your safety matters to us, and now we've been recognized for it. Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton earned an A in patient safety from Leapfrog Group. This means we're among the best in the nation for patient safety. We provide the expert care you need close to home.
Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network.
For the first time ever, we are close to hitting all manufacturer objectives and our corporate quota. We will hit this quota. If you've thought about or thinking about purchasing a newer pre-owned vehicle, there will never, ever be a better time than right now. Pick a price, pick a payment, and we'll make your deal. And don't forget to register for our $25,000 Crack the Safe giveaway. Someone could go home with $25 grand. Blaze Alexander, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, taking the deals the other guys won't. Come on out and see us. Have a great holiday season.
You're watching Wilkes-Barre's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your